The Owen Hart tournaments came to an end. Samoa Joe left the arena in an ambulance, and Mariah May turned on Tony Storm. But what about the ratings? Did the viewers turn on Tony Khan? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Fog Wrestling, bringing you Dynamite ratings a wee bit earlier than normal. Last couple of weeks it's been a wee bit delayed. It's been weekend time. It's been the next week time, but it's Thursday. It's almost Friday. It's time to party. Let's go.
As Tony Schiavone would say when it comes to watching Dynamite, it's Wednesday! Well, when it comes to the ratings for us, it's Thursday. And it's not an increase, okay? Technically, Dynamite is up 3,000. However, 3,000 is such a low number that it doesn't qualify as 1 full percent. So therefore, nah, we ain't giving you.
We're not giving you that green arrow, alright? I gave SmackDown a green arrow because the average for the 4 weeks was skyrocketed. That's why I give SmackDown a green arrow. For Dynamite, they're up, 8% in the 4 weeks? It's almost a green arrow. I'll give them that. It's in between a yellow and a green, but you know what? It's sideways.
Sideways yellow. So let's talk about it this week. Dynamite had 681,000 viewers. Last week they had 688,000 viewers. So 3,000 increase. I'm not surprised to see them doing this. I mean, I think people were getting carried away, believing that they were going to go under 500k straight, and I said that wouldn't happen. I knew they would bounce back. That time they did 503,000. That was a bad night.
It was a bad night.
It was a bad night at the office. I think you knew that realistically they were going to get better than that. But let's not sit and pretend that 691,000 is good, because like 4 months ago, we'd have looked at this number like we looked at the 500,000 number. We'd have been looking at 691 going, oh, that's a disaster.
Absolutely.
Tony Khan must be absolutely fucking panicking. But now, 691 is almost like the new normal for Dynamite.
No, it is like the new normal for Dynamite. It's not good for them, but the reality is it's good compared to 500, and I think that's the ballpark that Tony Khan's in. He's in the stay above 500k ballpark now.
What a shite ballpark to be in.
It is a shite. He's run out of balls, but there's plenty of coke. So let's talk about the 18 to 49. What's the 18 to 49 demographic sitting at?
0.23. Last week it was sitting at 0.23. So no increase, pretty much just the same.
Pretty much just the same there. Not exactly. I mean, there's not much. It's a sideways arrow. What were we expecting? 20%? No. It was always going to be a 0.23 and around there. And I think it's time to check out the AEW Dynamite clips and see what drew from the show. Would you agree with it? It was match heavy. It was 4 matches. 4 matches with no real proper set. Well, I mean, there was segments, but there's no segments advertised. That's what Dynamite lacks.
How about this for a fact? The last 2 Dynamites and the last Collision combined, those 3 shows have still got less views than Monday Night's Raw. That just aired on July 8th.
The last 3 shows, so all 3?
Aye,
the last 2
Dynamites and Collision.
That doesn't surprise me, though.
It's not good, though, is it?
No, it's not good.
When Jericho was saying 2 years ago that Dynamite was going to start overtaking Raw.
For that to happen, Raw would have to sink and Dynamite would have had to stabilise, and Raw stabilised and Dynamite sunk. So
not a good combination, not what AEW needed. But right, let's get into... Look, let's give them a wee bit of credit here. Over the past 4 weeks, they are up 8% in viewership and 10% in the demo. But again, that's because that 500,000 show is dragging that down. I mean, you take that show at the equation and it's still roughly the same. So, yeah, is this the new normal for Dynamite? I mean, is this what we're to expect? Outside of that 500,000 show, I mean, it's been very, very consistent. Unfortunately, this seems to be it. When it comes to Dynamite, like, barely scraping 700k is the new normal.
Yeah, it's the new normal for Dynamite. I mean, that's it though. I mean, they never. I don't see how they get back to what they were once doing. You know, I mean, the whole talk of 1 millions in Raw, that's out the window. It's survival.
5 weeks in a row now that Dynamite has not got to 700k. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and once you do it in a trend, yeah, you might get it once, but consistently they'll never be over 700k again.
Up until May, Dynamite hadn't dropped under 700k.
Yeah, and now it can't get above it, and that's decline. You know, I think you look at the 500,000.
It's a one-off.
It's a one-off. Yeah, the numbers don't lie though when you've got consistent numbers, and they don't here. for Big Tony.
Yeah, numbers are consistent for him, but unfortunately they're consistently poor. Anyway, right, let's get into the highest viewed clips though. So, coming in at first place with 315,000 is Mariah May's shocking turn on Toni Storm after winning the Owen Cup. What was your thoughts on that? I didn't see it coming. Literally,
I thought they might have saved it for the pay-per-view, but then they're having a match.
the match is at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Maybe you could
Were
have
you thinking
a
some
fair match.
Bobby Roode, James Storm?
Aye, sort of thing.
Is that a good turn?
I like that, Tom. I like beer money.
Beer money's
Beer
underrated.
money.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it was a good beatdown though. I still think this is the best thing going in women's wrestling.
Well, so do I. Blood.
Rhea Ripley coming back on Raw looking like a man and out of shape, that doesn't really do it for me.
Yeah, people will bury this because of the blood, but I think this is where you use blood for a turn. You don't use it in a throwaway fucking match. You use it here.
No, I think this was good. Mariah May cracking her with the shoe and the visual. And it was a lot of blood. We're not talking a little bit of blood here. That must be some of the most blood we've ever seen women use.
Yeah, I think Britt Baker used quite a lot of blood in a match a couple of years ago.
But that's Britt Baker, you know what I mean? She's a dentist. She knows all about blood.
She knows where to hit the blood in the mouth.
Anyway, Mariah May has won I was going to call it the Tony Cup, the Owen Hart Cup, and she will be...
It may as well be the Tony Khan Cup.
I was going to say Tony Storm Cup, but there you go. Will she defeat Tony Storm at England All In?
Why not?
There you go. Second place, Hangman Page or Bryan Danielson, who punched his ticket to AEW All In, 195,000 views. Third place, 192,000 views. AEW International Champion Will Ospreay responds to MJF. I don't know how you spoke about this in the review, but
I buried it.
Will Ospreay just cannot cut a promo. He just like swears and uses slang words, and it's very like vulgar. And like, I'm not saying you can't swear, like, but I think in wrestling, see if you're going to drop some swear bombs, like, I think you need to use them wisely.
There needs to be
necessary.
Substance to it, man. It needs to be controlled. He's just dropping prick, dick, everything.
But I think you knew he was that kind of person straight from the get-go when he made the Triple H grinding joke.
Yeah, he'll probably try and blame it on his ADHD. You saw the difference in a guy who can cut a promo when MJF cut his. Yes, it was pre-taped, right? But Will Ospreay could tape something 100 times and still not come close to MJF live. So
say what you want about MJF, but I mean the difference in the promo work between these two guys.
Vocabulary as well. He knows all these words. I mean, we're closer to Will Ospreay than we are MJF, but I mean, we're not getting paid fucking 15 million a year.
We're not a Jew boy. We don't. We don't have the extensive dictionary.
See, if I was getting paid 15 million a year, I might go to some more English classes.
We don't have all that American dollar that MJF has put into private schools, so there you go. MJF cutting it's all about the money, you know. MJF, he's got the money.
Comes the money.
He's got the tart and scarf.
I know, but I was talking more about Ospreay. He's got the money as well.
I know that Tony Khan's funding him.
Ah, well, true. All right, fair enough.
I know, but MJF grew up as a rich little. Did he not?
Did he? I'm going to assume. I don't know.
He's Jewish. He must be rich. He's got to have money. Anyway, right. Silver Spoon. 156,000 views. Britt Baker, DMD, interrupts TBS champion Mercedes Moné. Her victory toast, 156,000. Was this any good? I didn't see it.
No, it was pretty much a watered down.
Hold on, did they not already have this 2 weeks ago?
That's what I'm saying. It was pretty much
the same thing.
Yeah, it was pretty much a watered down version of what happened a couple of weeks ago, but the security got involved and Mercedes Moné fled the ring. Yeah, it was cheap. It was nowhere near. The one they did a couple of weeks ago was actually good when it was both of them. Britt Baker's part sucked till Mercedes Moné came out, but this just sucked overall.
Damn. Fifth place, 112,000 views. Stampede Street Fight. FTW champ Chris Jericho versus Samoa Joe in a wild brawl. Samoa Joe got driven through a wall.
Forklift in the hospital. I mean, ambulance.
You would probably need a forklift to lift Samoa Joe. Was that a good match?
Yeah, it was a fun wee gimmick match.
Did you learn anything?
No, I didn't learn anything, but you know what? Yeah, sometimes you don't need to learn stuff that you already know. And I know Joe and Jericho can do a good match, and it was.
There you go. So the learning tree is technically still doing his job.
Yep.
Sixth place, 110,000 views. AEW World Champ Swerve Strickland declares himself for Blood and Guts. To me, this is always an issue when the World Champ's in a segment and you're sixth down the list.
No, absolutely.
To me, if you're the world champ, you should be one of the most viewed. I get it, you're not always going to be the most viewed, but it's a bit disappointing that he's sixth in the list. Swerve Strickland's not a good champion. Is it time he lost the belt?
I agree, yeah. I give it to Daniel Bryan.
Oh no, how can you agree? I asked the question, is it time? Like, I mean,
Well, it's fucking... the time is up.
alright,
Time is now, John.
Alright, Osprey. Right, coming in at 7th place, we have 82,000 views. BCC's Cascanole versus Fletcher versus Pac versus Ishii in a Global Glory 4-way. Sounds like something TNA would have done 20 years ago.
Aye, it does, but you know what? It would have been better 20 years ago.
I don't know about that. You seen half of those international people TNA had in?
Oh, aye, because fucking Fletcher and Ishii, man, that's two rock stars there. And this sucks.
What was this? Is this
Pac
alright?
won.
Okay, fair enough.
The
And
bastard Pac.
in 8th place with 25,000 views, the Acclaimed premiere their new music video 2 times.
2 times. I took it up the yes. My name's Anthony Bones. Was it the other guy? I don't know.
Called 2 times, it was probably 100 times worse than John Cena, the
It
doctor
was.
of thugonomic. I still don't understand why people think that. Not Anthony, but Max Caster's a better rapper than John
He's
Cena.
not, but I heard Matt Hardy uploaded something to his Instagram saying that him and Cena used to have rap battles back in the day, and McMahon wanted Matt Hardy, instead of the Mattitude gimmick, to pretend that he has like 5% black blood and pretend he was oppressed and he was a black rapper at heart.
Yeah, I like the Mattitude gimmick. That may have been high.
That might have fucking...
I did hear Matt Hardy saying him and Cena recorded a song,
Aye. There you go.
but it's never been released. Someone needs
Until
to
now.
Someone needs to find that and get it out. I'm gonna go searching on the World Wide Web tonight and see if I can. Matt Hardy, John Cena. Screw the matchup. It's all about the rap battle. Anyway, guys, that's it. There's your numbers. Another week goes by for Aew Dynamite. Another week under 700k. They have not hit 800 since the CM Punk footage. Will they ever hit 800 again? That's questionable, to be honest.
Very questionable, guys. But anyway, that's us done with the ratings. We'll be back soon. There's a lot of ratings to get through, so you better rate this video. Till then, peace.